Welcome to the At the podcast. I'm your host, Danielle McPherson.
And I'm your host, Lilly Carr.
Our guest hosts are Brinley Fouts and Amyra Jones. Our episodes are brought to you by Rose Hill Library, and today's guest is Jenny Page. Before we have her join us, make sure you follow Rocket Productions on Instagram and Facebook. If you miss any episodes, you can find the Rocket Productions Network anywhere you listen to podcasts. So, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Happy Halloween, ladies.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, you're the PE teacher, and
Physical
softball
education,
coach,
yes.
and softball coach.
And
so,
basketball coach.
And basketball coach, yes, okay. Okay.
All of the above.
So, how do you feel about the bond happening?
I'm super excited about it. I really hope it passes. I think it provides so many opportunities for not just the district, but our school, which we definitely need.
Yeah.
How do you think that it will impact all the schools?
Well, I think we've led with having secure and safe entrances. I think that's really important. The tornado shelters. I mean, even after yesterday, we all got excited about the weather.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important. And then just extra improvements here at the high school, which haven't been done for, I think the building was built in 95. So we are definitely behind on some of the renovations and upkeep of the high school.
So, what do you think the most important part of this bond is then?
Oh, I think, having a fifth grader myself, you say secure, buildings, and I think that's on everybody's forefront of their mind. So I think that's important. Everybody wants to be able to send their kids to school and feel safe. Kids and teachers want to be here and feel safe, and I think that's really important. And knowing that we have one more avenue to kind of help keep people out of the building that shouldn't be here and know who's in the building, that's just really important.
So, as a parent, does it make you want to vote yes because of the safe things that are going to happen?
Absolutely. Not only just being a teacher and seeing the improvements and wanting that, but as a parent, for sure.
You want your kid to be safe.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know that we had Miss Evans on yesterday. No,
2 days ago?
2 days ago, and she was talking about changing like the mulch.
At the
At the
intermediate,
elementary
so it's
school,
not
yeah.
so dirty
So
for
that'd
the
be
kids.
different for your kids'
Oh yeah,
shoes and stuff like that.
it's so they wear through their stuff anyway, but they come home with these dark
Yeah.
shoes. I'm like, I just spent $50 on those shoes. But yeah, that'll be nice. Their clothes will come up cleaner, and their shoes will stay whiter for a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit longer.
What do you think will be the outcome of this project?
As far as like the vote, I mean, I hope it's a yes, and I hope the community. I think a lot of time and effort has been put into it. I think Mr. Lambert's done a fantastic job of communicating with the community, and I really hope that they see that this is something that will benefit not just our current kids, but future kids that come here and just improve our town.
So for the outcome of the project, I guess, do you think that everything that he is saying will happen? Do you think it will happen, or do you think it'll go a different way, or?
I think so. I mean, I think that, we have a great plan or structure in place, and I think, of course, there's always things that come up, but, we have to change a few things here or there, but I think, the body of the bond issue is, stating what we need, and I think that, those things will happen.
Yeah.
Which of the three schools do you think is going to be changed the most?
I'm hoping it's the high school.
Yeah.
Selfishly, I work here, but I think we've probably haven't felt the love in our building for a while. I think it's probably in most need, and it's a building that the other schools use and the town uses. So I hope people will, want to see those improvements, and we'll feel some of that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, I guess so you're coach for basketball, softball, and you're the PE teacher. So out of those three, which one do you think will be impacted the most? Changed, I guess.
I mean, I think, the physical education department, we have a ton of kids every day, and which is great, physical education is an important class. Nice plug for PE. But I think we see a ton of kids every day. I think those facilities need updated. We need more room for the classes that we offer, and then being able in the future to offer some more classes. So we've just kind of grown out of some areas. So I'm hoping as a PE teacher, the bond is addressing those issues, and we'll be able to have some alternative classrooms that we can use that will benefit all of us.
So do you think if more classrooms or more spaces provided, you'll be able to offer more classes?
I'm hoping so. I mean, we have team sports and we have aerobics and some of those classes, but I think we could really offer some other opportunities. It's just, we just don't have places to go right now.
Is there any specific class you'd like to teach, or you're just like hoping there could be more?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think we've put in aerobics, which has been great. I think we can do a lot more with that if we had some, more space. But I think, the sky's the limit. We can get creative and figure some things out. So that's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Do you think anything in your room or the gym will be changed in the bond if it's passed?
I don't know if, the gym per se will. I do think that, if we get the new wrestling room, I'm hoping that will affect the health portion of what we teach. I think maybe we can free up some classroom space there because we definitely could use that. And then just the hallways and the flooring and that kind of thing in our area. I'm hoping we'll get a little bit of a touch-up.
Yeah, okay, great. We'll be right back with Jenny Page after this commercial.
The Rose Hill Library started out as a community library at the school. Their hours are 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, and they're closed on Fridays and Sundays. They have nearly 10,000 items to check out, and all you need is a library card. They also have story time on Mondays at 10 a.m., and during the summer they host summer reading programs. The library can also fax and scan documents to a flash drive and make copies for you. You can contact them at 316-776-3013.
Barron Concrete has been working locally and commercially in the Roseville area since 1980. They've been a part of major projects in the Roseville and Wichita area that have helped shape the community we know of today. If you have any questions, please contact them. They are open Monday through Friday. You can reach them on their website at barronconcrete.com or 316-618-6087.
We're back with Jenny Page on the At the Hill podcast.
So, in general, what are you most excited for? Like, I know you're the PE teacher and you're a coach, so what makes you the most excited to vote yes for this bond?
Within my teaching area,
Well, just everything.
I mean, I obviously I think, being able to have a new and improved weight room, a better facility, and maybe some, the turf area outside, that just brings so many opportunities for our classes to go out there as well. I mean, we share the turf right now with everybody. The band needs an area. I mean, right now we're just sharing a lot of space with other buildings and the band. So from a department standpoint, that's what I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, the parent part of me sees the importance of the security and all of that. And I'm really excited too, just how the school and the building could just look a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's excited to walk into something that's nice, and it's like having a new pair of shoes. You're like, I want to wear these forever.
Absolutely. You look good, feel good.
Exactly. I'm just excited to see what the school looks like, though, because Lambert came in and talked about it, and he was like, once you guys come back next school year, you're not going to recognize it. And I was like, I didn't think it was going to be that big of a change.
Yeah, that's exciting. I know Mr. Lambert has great ideas, and I know he really wants the best for our school, so I think, he's really pushing for that, and I know he's excited and, making us all feel that excitement too.
So have you, talked to other people and been like, you should vote, or, you should go and do this? Have you been promoting yourself?
Absolutely, every chance I can. I talk with, parents of students and even just, my son's friends, parents, anytime I get, that comes up now because it's, the vote's next week. But just talking about the possibilities and hopefully everybody sees that and is, I think people are excited.
Yeah.
So I know we all think we all know or think it's gonna impact the students. Do you think it's gonna impact the parents in a good way, or?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think again, when your child's safe at school, or there's places for your child to go if there's a storm, or even just knowing that your kid's in a facility that is nice.
Yeah.
Your kid's excited to be there, and as a parent that makes you feel good, and makes you feel a sense of pride and want to be a part of it, because our community and with this school is such, they're so intertwined, and a lot of our parents were former Roseville graduates, so I think even though they might not be still in school now, they still get to be a part of it, so I think that's exciting.
How long have you been wanting the bond to happen?
Well, I wish it would have passed the last time that we
Yeah.
had it, I think that was an opportunity as well, but people just, I think, maybe had some questions or weren't sure, and I know, the economy is always scary and all of that, but I'm hoping this time around we've educated everybody a little bit more and kind of see the importance, and it's not just sport-related, it really is district-wide for all of our kids for education purposes as well as safety, and I just think it's, it really is something that needs to happen.
So overall, like, is there anything going on in your head that is like, that's going to change so much, but it'll be the best for the kids?
Man, it's thought-provoking. I mean, my brain goes to two places. It goes to the parent part, which,
Yeah.
I just don't
Knowing
think,
your kids are going somewhere
I just
safe.
don't think you can state that too much. And as a parent, that's just always on your mind. And then the teacher part of me, just especially in my area, knowing some changes that we'll have down there, I think it'll be exciting to impact our department and different things that we can do. So I'm excited on both fronts, and I think that there's just lots of opportunities, and I hope we take advantage of it.
So in the end, what will be the most exciting part of this bond if it did happen?
Well, the most exciting part will be when it passes.
Yeah.
But I just think, again, just seeing the change here at the high school, I think, as Brinley pointed out earlier, just when you walk in and you see something new and fresh, you're excited to be there. I think, our flooring has been so outdated, and I think that'll be a nice change. The auditorium, I'm excited to see that. We're in there quite a bit with different activities, and I think that is so sorely needed. I'm kind of excited to walk in there and see how that's changed. So, I just think it's an exciting time.
So you being a softball coach and like having to go to Shorty Cox every day for practice or being over there for games, how do you think having a field closer is going to affect you and the team?
Oh, it'll be so much nicer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of our kids can drive, but a lot still can't. So just the safety of not having to have kids leave the parking lot after school, which we all know can be not so much fun, and try to get over there for practice to start. I think that'll be, so beneficial, just that safety and having your kids right there, having access to the building. If the weather would change and we need to get back inside really quickly, being close to the baseball field so people could watch both, kind of go back and forth. I think that, again, will promote.
And it doesn't have to be like a drive.
Yeah, exactly. You just walk across and grab
Yeah.
some concessions, hopefully, and go check out the other team. So I'm hoping that, both groups will see, some new fans because of that. But as a coach, I'm really excited, and it's needed to happen for far too long. So,
Exactly.
So, okay, how long have you been teaching here?
wow. I don't like to add those years up. 'Cause I really look young. 22 years, something like that, give or take a year.
So out of those years, how long have you been coaching?
I've been coaching probably, I think, 18 years for basketball, and I took a little time off when I had my son. And then softball, I just started coaching that a few years ago, but I've coached a lot of things around here, track, cross country, soccer even.
Really?
I've done it all around here. It just ages me, though, so.
So since you've been here for over 20 years, do you think that makes you more excited than a teacher that's been here for 2 years?
I think so, because
Yeah.
I've seen, what we started with when I was here, and then, we've got the football field and the turf, and that was a big deal, and we
Yeah.
got the new gym, and that was exciting. So I think being able to be in that unique perspective of seeing the changes over the years and how it's improved the schools.
It'll be exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Christmas.
Yeah, it's like opening those new presents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us, JP.
I'm happy to do it. You guys are awesome.
Absolutely. And thank you for watching the At the Hill podcast. If you miss any episodes, you can find them wherever you listen to podcasts. Make sure you follow Rocket Productions on Instagram and Facebook. And a special thanks to Brinley and Amyra for co-hosting our show and helping us out. I'm your host, Danielle McPherson.
And I'm your host, Lilly Carr.